Good morning, strangers. It's the day before Jack's book comes out, and tomorrow can't come soon enough. Now, instead of talking about Jack's book, we're talking about what's going on in my personal life. I'd like to start off with how pissed off I am. Yeah, so I'm in Utah, which is pretty much run by the Mormon Church, despite separation of church and state being a thing. That being said, the LDS Church is trying to get people not to vote for medical cannabis, despite pretty much everyone knowing how much it can help people. It doesn't take much research to see what's going on. Despite being a quote-unquote holy establishment, the church has stock in Big Pharma. Yeah, the Mormon Church is making money off of sick people. Let that sink in, and don't start with it just being people who own those stocks, because last time I checked, those people had $1.3 billion worth of stock in Big Pharma, so they're gonna do what they can to make sure their investment stays profitable. They're going to make sure they tell as many people as possible to do things that will not take away from those profits. One big example is tell people to vote against Proposition 2, which will allow for medical cannabis to be legal here in Utah. That being said, there's only one conclusion we can come from this. The Mormon Church is corrupt. As a whole, yes. If they're going to get into politics like this, then they have to be looked at as a whole. This isn't fair to Mormons who are truly good people. It's not fair, but if you're going to associate with a church that is actively wanting people to be sick so they can get more money, then it's the only conclusion I can make. Now, if you're a Mormon who isn't associated with the actual church and you simply try to practice the beliefs that are taught in the Bible and the Book of Mormon, then these words aren't being directed towards you. That being said, there are tons of churches that are pretty corrupt. It's kind of common, and there really isn't a strong Christian presence here on YouTube. Oh, that's gonna change. I'm tired of seeing people trying to convert others who don't believe in Jesus into church by using what I call church speak. And we're not gonna convince people that Jesus loves them when they don't even understand the jargon that we use. So I've decided to create a YouTube channel dedicated to teaching the lessons from the Bible in a way that everyone will understand. And anytime I use a religious metaphor, I'm going to be blunt about it, and it's going to be easy to understand. For instance, many Christians talk about milk versus meat, but tell me if you know what I'm saying when I say I haven't been getting a lot of meat in the teachings lately. My wife can't even understand that, and she was raised Mormon. Now, many of my fellow Christians are going to know exactly what I mean. But if you haven't been raised in the church like I have, you're going to think I'm crazy. If I would use that phrase in one of my videos, I'd go about it like this. I feel as though many of the things I've been learning in church have been meant for people who are still new to Christianity. They're giving people what we call spiritual milk, when I really need what's known as spiritual meat, teachings and lessons that are meant for people who have been Christians for years. This isn't a bad thing. I still drink actual milk on a regular basis, but I need things that are going to give me more of an impact than a glass of milk will from an adult. Those are the kinds of things I want to use in my lessons, and I'm actually going to use that analogy in my first video, which is going to be an introduction to the channel and what the actual goal of the channel is going to be. I haven't made the channel yet. I haven't even created the channel name yet, but I got the idea for this while I was in church. I thought the message I was getting was wonderful. Yeah, some churches have an online presence, but they're geared towards actual churches. I also don't always believe the exact same things as many Christians. I have strong feelings towards the LGBT plus community. I'm going to church because I enjoy praise and worship, and I like having relationships with people of similar faith. Honestly, the praise and worship teams at most Assemblies of God churches are pretty much giving me a short rock concert that I can sing along with, so I really love that. It's really energetic, so I have a ton of fun with the whole thing. That sense of community is something that the internet does really well, which is another reason why I'm starting this YouTube channel. Think of it as Crash Course or SciShow, but all about lessons from the Bible, and even then it's not going to be just the Bible. There are going to be personal experiences as well as teachings from other religions, and how important it is to look at other faiths on your own personal journey. We're all finding our own path in this world, so everything we do to better our understanding of the world as a whole is also going to help us know who we are. If we only read one book our whole lives, how are we supposed to appreciate it? Instead, we read dozens of books, kind of like Marilyn did over the summer, but with less stress on a lifetime to do so, instead of just a few months. Can you tell I really like metaphors? The Bible is actually full of them, especially when you're reading what Jesus was trying to teach. And those metaphors are going to be dissected by me and a few other people, possibly even actual preachers and Bible scholars. The wording is going to be chosen by me, and I'm going to avoid sounding preachy. But please know that sometimes I have no choice with the wording of some of these. Anyway, feel free to suggest topics and names of my new channel in the comment section down below. And if you're in Utah, please vote yes for Proposition 2. It's really good to have life-saving medicine available, and maybe Big Pharma can find a way to profit off of this. I'm open to giving them money if it saves lives in the process. But that's all I have for today. We'll see Patrick in his video tomorrow, and I'll see all of you next week. Also, listen to Marilyn's reading of her book. Check out Jack's live stream when it comes out for the launch of his book. It's going to be at 6 p.m. his time. So that means it'll be at 12 o'clock Central Time tomorrow, so the 1st of September. And my GoFundMe will be in the description. As always, our social media is in the description. And please don't forget to be awesome. Bye-bye! And that being said, the LDS Church is trying to get people not to vote for medical cannabis, despite being pretty...